too much. What's there left to say? Throw your stones the river. Like me it drifts away. I would watch you stare. I would watch you stare. Oh, but there's no one there. We can figure this out. Put your feet down. We are the lucky ones. Swallow your choice, it's done. Terrified of what's left remains unsaid until you break my mind.
Till you break my mind.
Until you break my thought.
Till you break my thought. I'm throwing wishes in the well in hopes that you will keep them for yourself. And know there was a time when we never let go. Never let go. Ooh, we never let go.
We can figure this out. Put your feet down. We are the lucky ones. Swallow your choice, it's done. Terrified of what's left remains unsaid until you break my mind.
Till you break my mind.
Until you break my thought.
Till you break my thought.
These sticks and stones will break.
They will break, they will break, they will break. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. No, no.
Hello, this is STSF2. This is my highlights of my STS race in Bahrain, round 2 of the season. As we saw in Australia, I got a pretty decent start to the season in 5th place. I was quite happy with it. Bahrain is one of my strongest tracks on the calendar, so I'm really hoping for a good result. And you can see loading the setup now. But I'm really happy with my Bahrain setup that I made for AOR, but unfortunately in AOR I disconnected, so I couldn't actually race, which is pretty disappointing, well, very disappointing. But now I went to qualifying. It's my second lap. The first lap was a bit of a sighter. I pretty much go into these STS races with very little practice, like half an hour at most, so I don't normally do as well as I do in AOR, but still we can hope for a good lap time, and it's a 5/10 improvement. Puts me 5th at the minute with a 29.2, which is alright. I think my best is about 28.2, so further second to get off that, but that lap time that I got was basically perfect, so I'm unlikely to repeat that. But you can see letting people through. As on my second run now, I put on a new set of super softs, and I'm letting people through. There's a car charging down the pit lane though, and I just wanted to make sure I got out of the way, so had to just drive across turn 1, which is a little bit disappointing, but didn't want to get my rear end creamed by that car. So now coming on to my last lap, and this is my best lap in qualifying, and going through the lock-up corner, decent run through there, and not much of improvement at the minute. We're actually like level basically with my previous time, but hopefully through this final sector we can improve enough to get up from 8th to a bit higher on the grid, as 8th place would be a little bit disappointing at one of my strongest tracks, as I said. But now coming through the fast S section, or S corner, into this corner, 4th gear, quite late braking, turning quite early and clipped the apex well. 2/10 improvement now through that from the last few corners, and now down to the last corner on the track. Coming around it now, braking about the 100-metre board. Obviously I got racing lines, so I don't really use the braking markers, but nevertheless going down towards the line, it's been a pretty good exit, and coming across the line it's going to be about a 2.5 improvement, and that puts me in 6th place, which is very nice indeed. But as you can see, a hot dog on pole, Lewis Hamilton with a solid job in 5th place. Obviously the driver in his car disconnected, so he won't be on the grid, so I'll actually be 5th, so that's pretty nice to see. The two Salvers in 2nd and 3rd, with Pickless in 4th, decent showing from him. And that's the rest of the grid there. But now on to 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix in STS round 2. and it is lights out, and away we go. It's a very good launch, and we're all the way up into 4th already, past Pickles, and now we're getting alongside Devout, who's started 3rd, but we've got an excellent start there. And going into turn 1 now, we're on the outside, so it's not a very good place. Devout's hit his teammate there, so yeah, that's lost his front wing, you saw on the right hand side. But we're up into 3rd now. I had a little track extend just because I didn't want to crash into Devout, but now Clays and Hot Dog are side by side. We've gone from 5th to 3rd straight away. No damage caused yet, so it's going pretty well. We're trying to hold it around the outside of Clays maybe, but not quite got the turn in, and Devout is still just behind me. He's right alongside me actually, and there's a little bit of contact with it now through the X section. It's 3 wide almost, and I've been hit a little bit in the back by Devout, and I think that was Pickles as well, so yeah, don't really think that was anyone's fault. Obviously I didn't lose very much, so not really a problem, but it's a bit of an awkward moment, almost 3 wide in the S section, so luckily no harm done. Now on to lap 2, and the 2 leaders are going side by side, Hot Dog and Clays, and it's giving me a great opportunity to catch up to them. I've got a much better run out of turn 2. Can I challenge turn 4 now, or turn 3? I can't show him what quarter it is, but still, we're nonetheless in the slipstream of Hot Dog, and Clays is at the inside. Can we try and get a good exit here out of turn 4? And it's not a great exit, but they're still going side by side. This will lose them a lot of time through the F section. I've gone purple in sector 1 as it is the second lap, so of course everyone's going to be going purple, but now Hot Dog's hit Clays a little bit. I've gone around the outside of Clays. Can we take 2nd place here? And no, we can't. He has swiped me there almost, but he did tell me after the race that he lost the back end on the curve on the outside, so yeah, not really a deliberate move, but still, that luckily didn't get damaged, but I couldn't take 2nd place for the time being. And now on to lap 4, and Clays is still right behind. Well, he's not quite as close, but Hot Dog's right there. But through this section now, can I try and put the pressure on Clays, as he made contact with his teammate earlier, so he might have a little bit of wing damage, I don't know. But coming down the next corner, we've got a good exit, and he went wide actually, so straight past him, and that is pretty nice to see. And we're up into 2nd place, and now can we apply the pressure to Hot Dog? Obviously he got pole, so he's very quick, and I actually go in parties with him. He is a very quick driver, so probably will be difficult to try and catch him, but we'll try our best. And now Clays is right behind me still. He's going to have DRS, unfortunately. I'm in rich mix and go defensive. Down towards turn 1, he's got the DRS wide open in the Sauber. He's going to switch it to the inside. I'm going to switch back, go to the outside line, and try and brake on the racing line as late as I can. Hold it around the outside, but can we manage this? It's going to be very close stuff. Try and not cut the corner, which we don't. But we actually got a little bit of oversteer out of turn 3, so yeah, Clays has got a good run, but going to switch back into the slipstream now, go to the outside once again, and brake a lot later there. We side by side through the next corner, turn 4. Pickles is right behind, getting a good view of this, and he's going to actually try and take advantage of me as Clays put me over the curve a little bit, but Pickles backs out quite sensibly, and we're still 3rd place, but this has allowed Hot Dog to get way clear. He must have gained about a 2.5 through that, but now to lap 5, on the same lap, and Clays has got a bad exit over the curves down the last corner. So we're going to try and open the DRS now and get in the slipstream, make a move into turn 1 hopefully. Can we go to the inside line? Clays is a little bit of a weave there. That was pretty off-putting, but still, we just down the inside, and can we brake later? Then he's going to hold it around the outside, and this time he's just got the advantage of being on the outside rather than the inside like he did last lap, and we got a decent run out of turn 3. So can we try into turn 4, but we're a little bit too far away. I'm not going to go for the move, that ridiculous. And but we do brake a lot later then, and clip him slightly, but no wing damage luckily, and that is still 3rd place with Pickles right behind still, but the top 4 have completely broken away from the rest of the field, and to be fair, Hot Dog's broken away from the next 3. But now on to lap 8, and we've just about clipped him with the wing again, so I'm surprised we haven't lost our wing, any part of our wing yet, but he's actually going to pit this lap, so he's in the pit on lap 8. That kind of nails him on to be a 2-stop, unless he can absolutely drag mediums far, but actually he went on softs. So now to lap 11, I'm going to be pitting, Pickles pitted on lap 9 I think, so they will both have quite an undercut, and Hot Dog's also in this lap, he's onto mediums. And I'm going to go in onto mediums as well, 74% on the front left, so it's a time to pit definitely. But I believe, yeah, 1 stop is way faster around this track, no one could deny it, and getting a pit stop now. RC Flyer is just behind, I believe he's also in the pit lane this lap, or he might not be, not quite sure. I think he is, yeah, because there's Pickles and the Sauber battling of Clays, and they're going to be going side by side into turn 1. You can see Clays is on the softs in the top left, Pickles is on the mediums, but he did pit 2 laps before me, so I will have fresher tyres. But they've both got the undercut, which is a little bit disappointing, because obviously I could have got 2nd if I tried an undercut, but then I couldn't have tried an undercut on Clays because he pitted quite early and couldn't do a 1-stop from there. But now I'm on a 1-stop, he's on a 2, so I should beat him unless he's got unbelievable pace at the end. And now on to lap 18, if you look quite a lot of laps later, I'm trying to close in on pickless. Obviously, my fresh tyres will just be helping me all throughout because, like, as his tyres are on 40, mine are probably on about 30, so that's going to help. We're going to go to the outside of turn 1, can we brake later? And he's actually locked up, gone straight on. I'm going to try a switchback move. And we're up into second. Oh dear, that was not good. I got ahead of him momentarily, but they lost the back end, and a little mistake there. Unfortunate on the inside of turn 1, so he got that position back. And then a few laps later, we are back into DRS zone. And a few cars are pitting now, actually. And that is Clays and Bottas as well, who started on mediums. So they're both going to the end now, but they're obviously a long way behind. So it's a battle for second. And Pickless is just ahead of me. He's locked up again. It's turn 1. Can I try and get a good exit? Yeah, we do get a decent exit. This time we don't lose a back end and almost spin. But decent stuff. And we're just behind Pickless. Hopefully we're going to have a good battle. Obviously, I battled him quite a lot in Australia. And once again, we're battling for a podium this time. So this will be a very nice way to start the season, really. 5th under me. Well, at least a 3rd looks like. But can I even get a 2nd place here? Pickless is going very defensive onto that wall. We're going to try and open the DRS and get into the rich mix. And we're getting a slipstream. Can we switch to the outside? Brake a lot later than him, hopefully. And he is locked up once again. But can we get a decent switchback move? And no, we haven't. Once again, a little mistake there. And that is us almost round. But we just about managed to keep it from a spin. And unfortunately, we've lost about 4 or 5 seconds to Pickless. So if we want that 2nd place, we've really got to push down. And a few laps later, we've caught back up. So obviously, I think it's pretty clear that I have the better pace. It's just small mistakes when I'm battling just mean I can't get past Pickless, which is pretty frustrating, I'll admit. And we're now back at the DRS, luckily, so that's going to help us out loads down the straights. And at this point, you can see my tyres are on 58, so that means Pickless have pitted 2 laps earlier than me. They're probably at about 65, so his tyres are going to be getting very close to the edge. And once they get to about 70, they're really difficult to drive on. You just lock up everywhere, and then they deteriorate even faster. But now on lap 27, a lap later, we're back very close in DRS, and we're into rich mix as well. And coming down towards turn 1, can we make a move? It's going to be a little bit too far behind, but he's gone defensive, so we're going to try and line up a switchback move into turn 1. This time we don't lose the back end, but we actually do clip in with our front wing. Luckily we don't lose any somehow again. So the front wing is pretty much very robust, luckily, this race, as it has had to be. I've made about 4 bits of contact with cars ahead of me, but now he's gone defensive into turn 4 again. Can I get another switchback move? We're practically pushing him now, and we got a bit of a oversteer at exit, so couldn't make a move into there. I probably wouldn't want to anyway because it would have been very dangerous. But now on to lap 29, the final lap of the race. It looks like it's a nailed on podium, but can I make it 2nd place here? And we're almost pushing him again. We've maybe a contact there, but he's gone wide. But it's going to be very foolish to try and make a move there. And down towards turn 5 and 6 now, and we're just about staying behind him. But we are braking now down towards turn 7 and down towards lock-up corner. Can we make a move? It would be very risky, but it might be a risk worth taking now to try and get ahead of him. And Vanoe brakes pretty well there, and we're pushing him once again, basically front wing contact made, but DRS is open. Can we make a last ditch attempt to try and take the 2nd place away? You can see Clays is pretty close on the back, but obviously the one stop is faster because I've made a few mistakes which cost me about 5 seconds, and I'm still quite a long way ahead of him. But now through the S section, for the last time of this race, 29 laps are gone, and this is my last opportunity to try and get a position from Pickless. We brake much later than through that corner, and we're closed up massively. We're right behind him in the slipstream now. I've saved a little bit of fuel, so we're into rich mix for the finals back straight, and Hot Dog has won the race, pretty dominant fashion from him. But we're going to try and line up a switchback move. We're broken later, then can we do a switchback line? Who's got the better acceleration out the final corner? And it's going to be side by side across the line. It looks like Pickless is just about going to get it, unfortunately. But that is very close stuff, and we're just behind Pickless, and he gets 2nd, I get 3rd, so very good result for the pair of us, really. And Hot Dog won the race in a Force India kart, so good, well done to him. And I'm on the podium, so my first league race podium of the season, of the year, in F1 2017, and I'll take it, but unfortunately we were so close to that 2nd place. You can see 0.03, 300ths of a second difference, but there is the results. Hot Dog first, Pickler 2nd, me 3rd. Clay's a street gamer, Bottas devout, and May's my teammate in the 8th, who got wing damage on lap 1, so he did pretty well to recover. And looking at the race sector and stuff. But that is going to be the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, then leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, comment what you thought on the video. This has been JY83, and I'll see you next time.